Hey, what's going on, guys? Benjamin McCray here, Coach Benjamin with First Gen Financial, First Gen Wealth, First Gen Millionaires, guys. This is day 5 of our 21-day video challenge, guys, and I'm so excited being stretched to do these videos and learning so much more, just building content on my page. And I want to encourage you guys, go to my page, go down there, like this video, please, and subscribe and share. Subscribe and share, and I welcome all your comments. All right, guys. So yesterday, I spoke of Napoleon Hill with Think and Grow Rich. This is a book that's on everyone's bookshelves who's successful. And I also referenced this amazing book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. One of the things that if you're talking and listening to individuals who are successful, especially in the real estate space, they'll say, what is your book? What book would you recommend? What would you refer to people? It will be Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a hot one. And again, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But guys, they say, you know, in rich and successful people's homes, you'll find big libraries. In poor people's homes, you'll find big TVs. So personal development is everything, guys. It's the books that will influence your thinking, which will influence your activities, which will influence your results. So what are you reading? In this book here with Robert Kiyosaki, man, he changed my life. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been self-employed for over 25 years. My first business, my first official business, I'm from Connecticut. So when I was a baby, a child, I used to shovel snow. That was my first business. But my first real business where I put my name on it, the shingles, and paid taxes, I had a commercial cleaning company. And I did very well. I had major accounts here in Charlotte, North Carolina. But while in business, I just started devouring information, reading as much as I can, learning how to become an entrepreneur. And that's when I ran across Think and Grow Rich that helped me in my mindset of being a business owner. But when I came across Robert Kiyosaki with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it shifted my entire thoughts. Chapter 2 in his book, you know, I was making good money. I was working very hard. And it was rewarding because I was working hard in my business. But when you're the only one responsible for that income and you're working hard, it's hard to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard to scale your business to the next level. So I picked up Rich Dad Poor Dad's book, and in chapter 2, it says, the rich don't work for money. What? The rich don't work for money. That blew my mind because it made me think, and I'm hoping this will make you think. The rich don't work for money. And then with the cash flow quadrants, which really broke down how money is earned, changed my life. Whereas if you picture a quadrant, and I wish I had charts, but I want you to visualize this. On the left side of the quadrant top, you have employee. This is the person who goes to work to get the money. You clock in, you get paid, you clock out, you don't get paid. And then on the bottom, you have the self-employed. That's the person who says, hey, I can do that job better. I'm gonna start my own business. That was me, where you start your own cleaning company, your own hair salon, your own barbershop, your own dentistry, or whatever it may be. So you're the self-employed. That's the one who says, if it's gonna get done, if it's gonna get done right, it has to be done by me. How many of us are guilty of that? And I was stuck in that space as a self-employed entrepreneur, okay, until I got introduced to this book. And there was another book in regards to systems. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I wish I remembered that. But it was another book that speaks, teaches and talks about systems. E-Myth by Michael Gerber, I think his name is. Yeah, Michael Gerber. Well, anyway, for the sake of it, E-Myth. That's an amazing book that talks about systems, where it says if you're going to be in business, you want to build a business on systems, not you. Because you want to build a business with the intent to sell it Even if you don't sell it, you want to have the intent to sell it. So one thing you can't sell is Benjamin McCray's Deli. Because if I want to sell it, they got to take on my name, Benjamin McCray. So they say, have a real name and have systems so that you can pull away and it continues to work. So that book, E-Myth, and this book right here where it says, rich people don't work for money, and then getting introduced to the cash flow quadrant changed my life. So when I was self-employed, trying to do it all by myself, running and running and running, sun up to sun down, was doing well, making good money, but it was hard work. But then I learned the concept as a business owner and the concept of systems, leverage. That's where it's all at. So on the left side of the quadrant is hard work, security. I got to do it myself. You got the employee, you have the self-employed who basically owns his own job. But you want to get to the right side of the quadrant, which is the business owner and the investor, which is all about systems and leverage. Okay. Whereas within the cash flow quadrant, as a business owner, you have employees, leverage. You have systems, leverage. Now you perfect the systems. And once you perfect the systems, you could pull away and now you can make money even if you're not there. And that's something that I totally adopted. With me personally, if there's no leverage and there's no residual income, I don't want nothing to do with it. It's all about leverage. It's all about residual income, because I know what my ultimate goal is, and that's what you want to do. So if you're an employee, and you got to go through those phases. So if you're an employee, you want to be like, okay, I'm an employee. I want my own business. It will be cool to go into the S quadrant and start that process as an S quadrant. Network marketing, I share with people. I've been in the network marketing space for many years. Everyone comes on as a self-employed quadrant as a network marketer until you build organizations and build teams and build leaders. And then now they're running it, doing it, and now you're in that B quadrant, 500 or more distributors in corporate America, 500 and more employees. And now is running is system dependent, doesn't rely solely on your efforts. And then from there, you generate the revenue, the cash flow to go into the I quadrant, where now you can invest and put your money to work, buying back into your business, always reinvesting in your business. That's the best investment, reinvesting in yourself, reinvesting in your business, but then buying real estate and stocks and trading inside of Forex and things of that nature. But guys, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of the #1 best-selling books in the world, been rewritten in many different languages, is a must-read. This book changed my life. I hope it changes your life as well. If you love what I just said, if you've read Rich Dad Poor Dad, I want you to comment down below and say, man, I read that book and the chapter that impacted me most is XYZ. I want to hear from you, and please like and subscribe to this video. I thank you so very much for listening in. Benjamin McCray, Coach Benjamin, signing out. Be safe and take charge.